This is a quick look at the brand new Vibe-1968. It's a dual channel Vibe where side A and B are completely independent from each other. That means side A can be set very differently to side B, and when ramping between A and B, it'll smoothly ramp between all the settings. For side A and B, we have rate and depth, symmetry and bulb, and a toggle between vibrato and chorus. And when changing between channels A and B, we can choose the speed that it ramps between settings. For instance, we can do an instant ramp, or like this, a very slow Leslie-like ramp between settings. So what is the bulb control? This allows us to adjust the resting brightness of the incandescent bulb inside the pedal. Most Vibes actually have this control, but it's normally on the inside as a trimmer. It's normally set by the builder or the factory. But the bulb control can actually have a very strong effect on the sound and texture of the Vibe. So we've moved these controls to the front so you can adjust these. So for this example, we'll set side A and B exactly the same. So when switching between A and B, there won't be any change. But now what we'll do is we'll change the bulb for side B, and here are some of the different textures we can get. So to make a change to these settings, we just hold the channel button down, we make the change and then release the channel button. So let's change the bulb setting to be higher for side B. Now if we change between A and B, you'll hear B has much more of a wah type sound. So you can hear we can really change the overall texture. So let's turn the bulb B down a little, and this will give us much more of a pulse type, throb type sound. Let's see what that sounds like. So you can hear B is much more of a pulse. So let's set this back to normal and look at what the symmetry settings do. So to change the symmetry settings, we do exactly the same thing. So the symmetry settings actually change the waveform itself. So with the symmetry up high, the waveform has very long peaks and small troughs. And when it's down, it has large troughs and little peaks. So again, more pulse-like, like this, and more of a slow wave-like when it's like this. So we took it to the extreme so you can really hear the difference. So this is the standard setting. Just for the video, I'm setting these settings at extremes, but they can be set anywhere in between for much more subtle variations. Let's take it the other way to more like a pulse. This is going between A and B. So if we want to adjust the bulb to the default setting, we'll turn the depth all the way down, hold the channel button, and then we'll adjust the depth. And we want to adjust it to the deepest point, to the point that it's darkest. And now that's our midpoint. And this will give us the classic slightly lopsided Univibe sound. In the next video, we'll look at using external expression pedals and switches. We'll also look at how to adjust the ramp speed, the global depth, and also the highest and lowest speed. Thanks so much for watching.